Hey guys, welcome back to Daniel's Tech World on YouTube. My name's Daniel Rosehill. Lots of videos on this YouTube channel about different things related to audio and video. I've done a number of microphone tests, and today is a very exciting day for me because I've picked up today the Shure SM58 microphone after wanting to get one of these for probably about a year after hearing literally everybody rave about it. The Shure SM58 is probably the most famous microphone that's ever been produced. Famous as a stage microphone. If you've been to a stand-up comedy show or a gig or just about any kind of live performance imaginable, you've probably heard a Shure SM58. Microphones generally either become famous because they're incredibly good or they're incredibly reliable. And in the case of the Shure SM58, it's the latter. It's just a very, very famously tough microphone. There's amazing videos on YouTube up there of people literally driving over it in a truck and the microphone surviving. So that's why it's become so popular. I wanted to pick this up actually as kind of a backup or really rugged microphone to have for recording video voiceovers, and that's a less common application for the SM58. Generally for voiceovers, those kind of big condenser microphones like what I have, the AT2020 or the Shure SM7B, are what's favored. The SM58 though is not actually a bad choice for voiceovers. I decided to post before subreddit started going dark a few days ago in the voice acting subreddit, which is a subreddit for voice actors and people interested in voice acting, just asking whether anybody uses or has used an SM58 for voiceover work. And the answer I got was there's really nothing the SM58 can't do, whether it's being used for interviews, whether it's being used for voiceovers, or whether it's being used as a stage microphone. It's just not the optimal microphone for voiceovers, because if you're going to have a microphone that's not going to be on camera, you may as well go for something big that's got the best audio quality possible. But that doesn't mean that the SM58 is not a valid choice. In fact, a friend of mine, Ben Wallach, very talented guy of Ben Wallach Audio Productions, recommended to me for most people who don't have acoustically treated home studios. In other words, the acoustics of the room you're recording in are basic. He actually recommends going with a dynamic microphone like the SM58, precisely because you're going to lose some of that nuance that you would pick up with a condenser microphone. Because if the acoustics aren't perfect, you don't necessarily want to hear everything. You want to get a good balance of vocal frequencies. So this is, I'm going to just record a voiceover sample for all the microphones I've demoed on this channel. For whatever reason, I've done a voiceover from A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, famous book. So I've read the first paragraph of this probably 100 times now, but I'm going to read it anyway, slowly, and you can be the judge. And just to give my recording conditions, I'm recording this using this into a computer, XLR, wired, normal level of gain on the microphone. I'm actually holding the microphone in my hand, so it's not on a mic stand. And that's another advantage of the SM58. Pretty good for handling noise rejection. And the other thing to point out is that there's no foam on the microphone. It's just bare. So there's supposed to be a built-in pop filter or some decent plosive protection. But again, you can be the judge. So I'm not using a pop filter. I'm not even using a foam on the microphone. It's just literally the microphone. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief. It was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light. It was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope. It was the winter of despair. We had everything before us. We had nothing before us. We were all going direct to heaven. We were all going direct the other way. In short, the period was so far like the present period that some of its noisiest authorities insisted on its being received for good or for evil in the superlative degree of comparison only. So that's the voiceover sample. This was the Shure SM58. I did look at the SM58 beta and decide if I was going to go for a classic microphone, may as well go for the classic. So I hope this was useful if you're looking at picking one of these up yourself. They're available on Amazon, B&H, and most good audio video places. Thank you for watching. And if you want to get more videos, do please consider subscribing to this channel.